Transmission received.
Mysterio brings justice. You can't kill that which never dies.
Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to my South Park Performance video. Just got finished making this tier list, but I didn't record voice for half an hour. So, alright, well, the tier list is updated, so if you want to go make a room one, you can. It's linked in the description. Obviously, you can see people have done it before, and I think there are, nonetheless, we are going to go through this tier list. There are 132 cards now, so we're going to be pretty fast. Not going to go over too many things. Okay, Shelly. Perfect. Good damage, good range, good knockback. Cartman, underpowered. Wendy needs a nerf. Her main problem is the fact that when she activates her shield, she already starts to regen her other shield again. So if you are, when you're invincible, the time you're invincible is like 3 seconds, 4 seconds. That's 4 seconds off your timer. So I think she needs a nerf in that case. Randy, must use, I think. A really good card. 5 cost tank, pretty much. Nothing wrong with him. Disclaimer, if you have these cards to a high level, it kind of changes the opinion. But with all these cards base level, I think, like, say if we're talking about Team Wars, or like just standard like levels, right? Let's all imagine they're level 1, right? If they're all level 1, are they worth using? So that's what we're going to talk about here. Stan is perfect, or must use, because he does a AoE removal pretty much. Level 3, he's not broken, because a lot of my cards survive, because there are like a lot of units now that have a lot of health, especially if you get them to a high level. Token is perfect, 2 costs, good, really scary ability. Ike, underpowered. They need to buff this guy back up to, like, he does like half his attack now, what he used to do in the past, so I think they need to do that again. Starving Marvin, need to buff him. This guy's underpowered. So is Big Gay Owl. Nah, he's good. He can get the job done. I think Super Fart is trash. I don't think it's good. It doesn't do too much damage. It just knocks them back. Plus, if they are a tank unit or like a heavy unit, they don't really go far, so it's not really a point. Mephisto is good. We have Terrence and Phillip, who's perfect. Basically a 2-cost fighter, each of them. And overall, just like basically a 2-cost fighter, but for 1 card. And you get 2 of them, so it's 4 cost. Yeah, okay, it's a perfect card. This guy's perfect. Obviously does good damage, decent range. 6 cost, or no, 4 cost, right? No, he's 5. Just a good card. She needs a buff if she needs more health. Randy, I've heard people say he needs a nerf. They're saying they should make him spawn 1 chicken, like how they nerfed Catapult Timmy, where they make him spawn 2 now instead of 3. But I think they should just nerf chickens in general. So overall, he's perfect. Kuhn, I think, needs a buff. His teamwork ability buffs attack. I think they should make it so it buffs health. So every time a unit spawns on the field, he gets increased attack and health, which would be pretty good. I'll have to see that. Would be pretty sick. Ninja is perfect. AoE, obviously, an AoE attack buff. But the one thing that holds him back is he only affects the people that were already on the field. Like Barton and a cow can affect people who spawn on the field afterwards, as long as the guy's alive. Yeah, I think he's perfect. Not a must use, because you can definitely go some games without using him. But once again, if you have him at level 4 and other legendaries at level 4, then he's gonna be a must use. But if we're talking about level 1s, he's alright. Toolshed, probably a must use in the superhero theme, because it's like the only good superhero card left. But he's perfect because good damage, really fast attack speed. The fact he can also stun and freeze, or do a lot of damage with his chomper, but also stun him too, he's perfect. Underpants Nobles need a nerf. They're just, for a 2-cost card, they're too much value, I think. They have way too much health, I think. They do way too much damage. They also are 2-cost, so you can rotate quick, and they're just too much. Heidi's trash, you don't really do anything. This guy is underpowered because he depends on someone actually having a status effect to basically do something like stunning immunes. If you have like DSR, if you have like Toolshed, yeah, he's not the craziest. I'd put Transmog in good, because the fact it makes it into a rat, and the rat basically stops your opponent from doing 1 extra attack. For example, Unholy Combustion is perfect. I'd say it's a must use, actually. It does damage, so it damages the new kid, which obviously sometimes actually does come in clutch, especially if you're doing it over the time over a course of a match. It instantly deletes them. It's really fast. So you can probably even delete a Satan if you're fast enough. But the whole idea is you can delete someone and your assassin can quickly come in and get a hit and snipe a bar. Transmog, the assassin has to hit the rat and then hit the new kid so the opponent can react pretty fast. Towley, it's a perfect. He is just a slowness effect, overall pretty good. Visitors are a must use. I wouldn't say they need a nerf because we've seen what they were when they were nerfed, and they're just not usable. Now people have them level 5 and 6. They are just 2 cost ranged unit basically. Well, no, 3 cost. Just yeah, if you're using sci-fi, you're using these guys regardless. This guy's perfect. He's a 3 cost, right? He's cheaper than Hyperdrive, and he does the same thing. Plus, he's a unit that does quite a lot of damage, and he doesn't get hit by the new kid zap, so I think he's perfect. This guy is a must use because, I mean, AoE heal back, AoE damage if you get the right, and you can take air units too. He's a must use. Cartman is a good because he did get nerfed a while ago, so I've seen my Mysterio take half his health before, so definitely not broken like he was. Garrison I think needs a nerf, even though I hate to say it, but his charge, I think this is his charge time is 10 seconds, but his slowness effect is 14 seconds. So I think they should make it so his charge time is like 10 seconds, but his slowness is like 8. So for 2 seconds, people are doing actual like normal speed damage because they're always gonna be slow. He's good. This guy's good. Youthpath Craig, he gets the job done. Poke Timmy's perfect. Bebe underpowered, not really that good. She can pop off, don't get me wrong, but like, nah. The only good Bebe is Medusa because she has a lot of health, and this Bebe here because she obviously can get a lot of health from actually doing damage. Plus, obviously, she does a lot of damage in general. Bandit Cow is perfect. It's flying, so that's basically a ability in itself. He does good damage. He increased damage, and he also increases heals too if he does the final kill. Kogo Trash. We need to wait until they actually get like an actual good, expensive superhero like a Cthulhu or something like that. But right now, yeah, she needs a buff. She needs more than a buff. She needs like a rework. Ike is perfect. Just if he stays on the field for too long, he becomes unstoppable, and a lot of people need to take him out quick. Wendy buff. Yeah, buff. Her ability's decent, but she's not that good. Kawatimi I think is perfect. We used him at level 6 the other day. Just a really good card. Classy's trash. Just not really that good. Ultimo good. Epic, so obviously that's a big thing. A lot of health. The freeze he does is pretty good as well. Level 5 doesn't do too bad. Chomper I put in the good section because why would you use Chomper when you can just use Toolshed? I mean, it's only good against Duggies, but no one really uses Duggies no more. Well, they do, but like you can still counter them because Duggies have got nerfed pretty much. Quiet Boy is a 2 cost. I think he's perfect. Chicken Cube I think needs a nerf, but well, chickens need nerfs, but Chicken Cube itself is perfect. Cock Magic is perfect now? Yeah, definitely perfect now. It's 6 costs, I think it's a big thing. Q Carmen, perfect. I think he got buffed recently, or a while ago. Just do a lot of damage now, he's pretty good. Cyborg Kenny, I'd say is good. I'd say, no, he's underpowered, I think. A lot of people now, especially me, know how to fight against the Cyborg Kenny, so sometimes you don't even get to use Cyborg Kenny's Death Wish because we can play around him and get the new kid to kill him. Even if he does transform into or gets to micro out of a unit, it's only 10 seconds. You can stall it quite fast. This guy needs a buff. Then you make him so he does permanent attack reduce, I think. This guy Timothy's perfect. He just got nerfed, so I think everyone can agree. He was in a must use for superheroes before, but now I think he's perfect. Duggies. This Dougie increases attack. So normally you're not going to get the second hit off, so I think he's trash. DSR is a must use. People think she needs a nerf. I sort of agree, but like, come on. There's certain comps, like certain teams where the only way you can deal with her is with only way to deal with them is DSR. Like Mamba Pig, for example. Dog Poo, I think it's a bit underpowered. He's kind of got a slow attack speed, but decent. This guy is good. No, underpowered. I thought he had a permanent poison, but he doesn't, so that's not really that good. Deckhand Butters, I think he's got a slow attack speed. Not that good. Obviously he does the heal, but like, Dorkin Clyde, not perfect, because I think he's still a bit buggy. He should be able to push people out of the way. You can spawn a unit in front of him, and you can sometimes stop him, so I think he needs to push people. So we'll put that in the buff. We'll put in the buff section. Because he should be able to push people past. Like, nothing should stop him. When he charges towards an enemy, nothing should literally stop him. There shouldn't be body blocking. He needs to run past everyone. Bradley is perfect. He did just get buffed, or nerfed, sorry. So that's fine. I think it's good. I think it's more usable in the last minute when you have the double energy boost. I think it's fine. This guy's a must use because 2 cost. You can't really go wrong with him. Plus, I mean, a lot of these, look at all these characters who are like high up. They all have charge abilities, so the fact he stops them is pretty good. Freeze is trash. 4-House Monkeys is good. Fireball is perfect because obviously you can get mad value. This guy, I think he's a buff, just do more damage for his little zap. This guy is trash. He doesn't really do good enough heals. This is perfect. Ground and area unit can't be affected by status effects. Gizmo needs a buff. This should make him so he doesn't lose 50% of his max HP. And then also, this should make it automatically change. Like how Thunderbird automatically activates his ability. Grandma's Carmen, I think is perfect. Definitely not a must use because he is 6 cost, so you can actually get transmog, but then you can use Pope Timmy. Yeah. Trash. Good. No, perfect because the fact he's still got the RNG factor, which is good. Here we must use if they do the President Garrison treatment on him. He'd be probably a bit broken then. But if they make it so he actually attacks, he doesn't attack the actual new kid, then he might be a bit broken. But I think he's perfect. The fact is RNG. Kenny, good because he's a free cost. This guy needs a buff. He needs to make it so he does an AoE power bind, I think at least. Like, imagine if you have a 4-man push, and you'll have charge abilities. You can spawn this guy. He'll probably take out 1 unit plus AoE power bind for free cost. He'd be really good then. Heal Hallelujah, I think is perfect. Nah, it's good. It's usable, situational. It used to increase max health, now it doesn't. This guy is perfect, I think. We used him the other day. Overall, it's a pretty good unit. Ranged. Fly-in, invincibility, only people below him. Plus, he doesn't affect area units, so he's definitely balanced. Wendy's trash, the freeze ain't good. Hyperdrive is trash because basically Warboy Tweakers is better than him. Astro Boy is not that good anymore because he's common. M2 versus the other day, good. Not too broken because if you saw my last gameplay with him, or my last video, he was in it. Level 5, he wasn't even a threat. This guy is good. The fact he's not perfect is because he's a bit squishy, and if he did have a bit more health, then he'd probably be a bit broken. But he's got like one of the best abilities in the game. This guy Kenny is a must use now, I think. The fact that he is a free cost now, he's actually a usable usable assassin. Plus, he is also free cost, right? So not a lot of things in the game are 2 cost, but there are 2 for cost cards, right? But a lot of time, even if you kill a 3 cost fighter, you're still gonna get your value. Like Kenny, what's his name? Towley. If Towley kills, if Baby kills, if anyone kills, really, you're getting value apart from like these guys or underpants nubs. But even still, if you do manage to get like a high costing card, you're gonna be in like swimming in the energy. I'd say he's perfect. He's not a must use no more. I think there are like, before he was broken, he needed nerf, but I think he's fine now. He doesn't do too much damage, but he does do a lot of damage. Overall, it's a pretty good card. Lava, I think, is good. I still think it needs to be a bit bigger and maybe last a bit longer, but it's overall, it's kind of really nasty now because it did just get buffed. Freya Jimmy, no wait, Leopard Jimmy. Perfect. He does an AoE health deduction, plus it can kill, so that's always a plus. Because obviously a lot of underpants run around now too. Lightning Ball is perfect, does obviously a lot of damage, can zap the new kid. Just pretty good. Marcus, good. Nah, he's perfect. You know what? He's perfect. A really good for a 4-cost card. He's not bad. Plus the fact he's always getting that damage onto the new kid. He's kind of a threat, so I think he's perfect. This guy needs a buff. I don't know what they can do with him. Just, yeah, he's not that good. Timothy, or sorry, Mecha Timmy is a must use. If you're using sci-fi, you got to be using this guy. This is perfect. Aerostorm's perfect because it's just good damage. Basically a mad AoE. Mame Pig, he doesn't need enough because if you're 7.5 or higher, everyone's running this guy. Literally, I'm not going a day without firsting this guy at least once. He's just level 4. He's broken. Too much health, especially now that he has the AoE ability. He's just clearing everything so fast. And with Poke Timmy and Youth Pastor Craig, what can you do? Sharon is perfect now. I still think she's way too good even still now. But overall, you can't really complain with her. Medusa Baby. I mean, if you have her to a high level, I think she's a must use. But I think she's definitely alright now. Not too scary. I can deal with her. She's not really a big threat. Apart from obviously when she gets like level 4 with level 4 ninjued, then she's like unstoppable. But then again, we're not really counting that into a factor. Mimsy underpowered. Good. You can definitely get some abilities off with the actual Mike Show. Maki trash because one, we're getting more adults into the game who are seeing more and more use. Like if you look at the top, like one, well you don't count. You, like a lot of Randys now, a lot of Leanne, so we have Sheepwalk guy, a lot of cards in the game who are adults, and this guy doesn't affect them. Plus, it's a small range too. Hankey, I think is perfect. You can use him as just a normal assassin. He also buffs charge ability, so he's perfect. Obviously not a must use because one, you have to have charge abilities, so that's why. He is perfect now too, because he's not broken like how he was before. He was kind of disgusting. For a 3-cost area ground unit, kind of like a... Yeah, he's just good. He heals too. The heal isn't bad no more. He was broken before, but it's still pretty good. Slave, perfect. Obviously, if you do get it to a high level. And certain cards, if they use, you're pretty much not getting this guy below 50. Mysterio, I'm going to put in good because... He doesn't... Sometimes you can't spawn him in because obviously your opponent's pressuring you, so you can't just spawn him in. There are some abilities in the game that do stop him from spawning in, like Medusa Baby, Leanne if you get Death Wished, Transmog, and Quark Magic. But also he's a 5-cost, so unless you get him at the start of the game, you're not going to really have a good run with Mysterion. Wendy did just get buffed, so I think she's good. No, I think she's perfect. I think she, as good as she's going to get, she's perfect right now. Pretty good heals. You're going to see a lot more use in like challenger mode or like team wars. I think she's perfect. The only way they can make her better if they actually do give her invincibility arrows, but I think she's fine. Nelly is going to get a buff this week or in a week's time. But for now, we're going to put her in good. I still think she might need a bit of a attack speed increase, so she's like spinning constantly, but I think she's alright now. Nathan. Good range, not too scary. Definitely can deal with him. Producer Principal, I think is perfect. A good tank. I think he's 4-cost, right? Or 5. Is he 4 or 5? Yeah, I think it's 4. Even still, a pretty good card. Push people out the way. Headhunter resource, so he just goes towards your new kid and he does become a threat. Butters, I think is perfect. One of the only assassins who's still in the game that's actually still usable. The shield is pretty good. This tweak is underpowered. I think honestly he needs a buff. He's just not really good, but he's not trash either. This Barbrady's I think is underpowered because people know the verse now. You know to place him behind him or like your someone behind him so he knocks back towards their enemies. Pigeons are good. Parachute Timmy buff, I think he's way too fast. Like literally, I know he's got a really good ability, but he zooms quite fast across the field. Poison underpowered because it just got buffed, didn't it? I think no one really uses poison. You might as well choose Alien King Red at that point. Randy is going to go in the perfect, really good attack speed, like one of the best in the game. Definitely did. Not too broken like how I thought he was. I'm okay. I'm okay with him now. Wendy is perfect. Oh no, Wendy. Red. an AoE infinite poison that kills everyone who gets touched by it. Can't go wrong. This doggy is one of the only good doggies because he actually freezes. Actually, I'll put him in perfect. He freezes, right? So I think definitely one of the good doggies. Power bind, underpowered. Nah, I put it in good. Perfect. I put it in perfect. 2 cost. A lot of characters obviously use charges, so if you can stop it, it's pretty good. Pope Timmy needs to probably stick on the nerf section because he does just the fact he can spawn Mamba Pig in and still have a lot of damage and HP on himself is pretty powerful. Poseidon Stan just got buffed, but he's still good. I don't think he's too good. He's alright now, but nah, not really. Chaos perfect. Good stun effect, good damage, can target both ground and area. Good against underpants gnomes now. Good against chickens, Randy's. Overall, just a pretty good card, and he's a dirty assassin. Kenny needs a buff. I think they should make her do... Currently, right now, her death wish is 5 seconds. I think they need to make it 10 seconds again. He's perfect. Maxi basically just does good AoE heals constantly. Plus, when he does go below half HP, he does double heals. With regen, it'd be kind of nasty, so regen's going to go on good. Stan needs a buff, I think. It's just not really that good. Rats are good. Not like underpants gnomes, but they're alright. Shelly, no wait, Sally, I think is trash. The fact she doesn't have an actual ability is just not really that good nowadays. Purify, I'd say is underpowered because no one's really using poison. If you do, it's it's not really that common. Once again, no one's really using power bind, so that's not really that common. More people nowadays are using removals and also like DSR, who you can't really power bind, or like this guy here, Enforcer Jimmy, who you can't power bind him, right? Or purify him, I don't think. So, and look at these guys up top. Like, you can't purify these guys. This Dougie's trash. He does I think he just attacks really fast, right? But Dougie's not really doing much damage nowadays. Baby, good. She can pop off, but not like she's not as good as Blood Elf Baby. I think Tweak needs a buff. I think they should make him free cost, or they should make him do more damage. Token, I think is perfect. His Warcry isn't fast, but it isn't slow either. So I think you can definitely counter it a bit. People have done it before against me, and I've done it before against people. Not too much damage. People do survive, especially tanks. But overall, just a perfect card to use. Santa is good because obviously it only works with charge abilities. If you do start using this guy as your tank, and you can counter him by basically just not spawning in you can power bind or just he's not really that good. He's alright. Token trash because he basically has a purify, that's his main ability. But it's just no one really uses stat effects anymore, so he needs a rework if anything. Randy needs a buff. No, buff, I'm saying he just got buffed. He's perfect right now. He's slow. He does a lot of damage. Pretty good. Mine's almost level 5, so that'd be good for Team Wars. Ike is trash. Satan needs a buff. Bower Doggy, I think has a bit more HP than usual, but I'd say he's trash. Yeah, get this guy out of here. He is getting buffed. Captain Diabetes. So we will see if he's perfect, but for now I'm going to put him in good. We haven't seen what he does. During that weekend where we saw him with a 25% stat boost, I think, that point he was perfect, but I think until he gets to that point, he's not going to be that good. But he is 2 cost, so I think he's alright now. We'll see how he works out when he gets buffed. This guy I think is perfect. A good adventure tank. Plus can stun kids. Obviously there's a lot of kids in the game, so I think he's pretty good. Minberry Crunch is getting buffed. I'm not going to put him in the must-use because you've got to have units on the field. Similar to Ninju, you can't just spawn him in. You've got to have at least 1 or 2 units down before you can start using him. But once you do have the foundation, these 2 can kind of pop off. So, plus, he's the only character in the game that has a Warcry and a charge ability. Plus, he's only going to get better because his Warcry is going to stay permanently now, rather than it going after 15 seconds. President Garrison, I think, is perfect. He did just get buffed, so now he only attacks enemies, not the new kid. I mean, you can't really go wrong. He's a bit too much sometimes. Leanne, I think, is perfect because not only affects your units, but your other enemies' units. Both of you can take advantage of her Death Wish by spawning in rats and underpants gnomes to make them turn to chickens, because as we know, chickens are OP. Also, she wasn't shown in my team one because my video messed up, but oh no, I think it was in one of my videos. I think she was in one of the videos. She just does so much damage, like for a level 5, even level 4. Like her health is definitely pretty good. Plus she's doing a lot of damage herself, so she's basically got double threat. Okay, so now Jesus is underpowered because he just got a rework essentially. Not really that good. So now we have the new unit. So this is what my last video was. You can go back and check how some things have changed, but I don't think too much has changed. I think the must-use and nerfs have probably changed, but overall a lot of cards have stayed the same. But here are the new cards. So Dougie, I'm gonna go in order. I think. What was the order? Was this the order? I think this was the order. So no. Okay, it doesn't matter what the order was. Okay, so Maya, underpowered because one, she gives rid of your charge abilities, but you can work around it. But full cost, not really good. I don't know, she's not that good. Sizzler Stewart, perfect. Not a must use like Randy, because Randy can be spawned on your side and you can build up a push. This guy, he's got to build up his charge pretty quick, so he gets going. So the best thing to use against him, like Chaos, for example, is to wait until there's an enemy on your side and then spawn him in, or on like the midfield. But the fact that you can't just spawn him in any time you want is probably holding him back. But overall, he's a pretty good unit. Super Craig is perfect. His knockback and a fast attack speed sometimes means a unit can't actually hit him, but overall pretty good. This guy, Wonder Tweak, I think is a bit underpowered. My main issue is that he spawns, I think, a bit too close to his little tornado. So if you do affect someone in the tornado who is a ranged unit, they're probably going to lock onto him, so I don't think he's that good. Thunderbird, people can disagree on this one, but I think he needs a nerf. The main reason why we talked about before is because Starving Marvin is a full cost flying unit, so is Thunderbird, but Thunderbird at level 1 has more health than level 4 Starving Marvin. And the main difference is, one is if you do have power bind, you can stop him fully and he's unusable. But once again, he's a drone, so he's got that advantage. But I think one, this guy needs more of a HP buff, and then this guy needs a HP nerf, because even still, level 6, level 7, this guy, I had to spawn in 1 DSR, 2 road token, and my Timothy. Like, it's so much health, man. Like, I don't know how people can agree with me or disagree with me that this guy is not like broken. He's not broken. Okay, he's not broken, but he's just got too much health. Dougie. Oh, General Disarray. Really good. I'd say he's perfect because he spawns a 2-cost. Well, he's a 2-cost himself, right? Oh, no. Okay, so Lava's 3-cost. Right? Or is it 3-cost? Is it 2-cost or 3-cost? I think it's 3-cost. So essentially, this guy is a 1-cost assassin. The main thing, too, as well, is that you can... With this guy, you can spawn lava on their side of the field, which you can't do with normal lava. And it kills a lot of things, obviously, with the lava buff. Plus, he runs straight towards the person and kills them super fast. And last but not least, we do have Shitty What Guy, who is perfect because you have to sacrifice your own chickens, who people were commenting on my videos saying he's not broken, he's actually quite bad because at low level, maybe because... Maybe at low level he's not that good, but I think at high level I think he's really good. You saw my videos, right? Tons of damage, brokenly stupid damage, especially if you get the right comp. But once again, he's not a must use because one, you have to build a comp around him, and also you're using your own chickens, and you can delete Member Pig in one hit. So, okay, that's it. I sound kind of tired because I am. I just literally done the last hour doing this, and I have to watch it all again because I got to edit it. So. Hope you guys did enjoy the video. Let me know if you think this is alright and what you agree. The main thing to take away from this is obviously the must use, because these guys like the OP units. Also the nerfs, and also the trash and buff units. Like, these guys need to get buffed. These guys need to get reworks. Well, not really doggies, but overall I think I'm pretty happy with the tier list. These guys need nerfs in some shape or form, and these guys are perfect, and I don't think they need nerfs. Or they've already been nerfed. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. If you do want to do your own tier list, you can do it. The link is in the description. So thank you guys for watching, and peace.